freaking shattered some PBs this year. Woohoo! What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by today's title, we're going over my top 5 catches of 2020. These are my top 5 biggest bass of 2020 and verified biggest bass of 2020 as far as that goes. Top 5 catches, that's very tough for me to pick out because I've had some wild catches over this year. From just having a Texas rig dangle off the back of a boat and catching a small little spot that came up and hit it. The ratfish, stuff that you're going to see on here. But these are my top 5 biggest bass. I'm getting off the subject, but I want to walk through the top 5 and kind of break some stuff down for you guys. Got my computer here so I don't lose track and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! It's a whale! 9/11. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's. So guys, what you're about to see here with number 5. This is the day that I broke my PB. This is not my PB. Now, previously in 2019, my personal best was 5 pounds 4 ounces. That's it. That was my PB all of 2019. 2020, while it may have been a crappy year for most people, well, for a lot of us, honestly, when it comes to fishing, it was one of my best years yet. I smashed that personal best of 2019. So let's kick it off with number 5. Now, give a little background on this right here. What you're going to see in here is you're going to see me say, John had a bad backlash. Now, when I say John had a bad backlash, he had just missed a big strike back in this grass. So I said, get back in there, throw back in there. Be backlashed. I launched my frog in there, and then the magic happened.
If you missed it, then put it right back in there, because that was a good fish. It ain't done. Huh? It ain't done. You want me to pick it out?
Maybe.
Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Running. Got it. Sorry for knocking your hat off.
It's alright.
Look at that. Mouthful of scum frog. Tell you one thing. Wasn't going anywhere.
No, you stuck that one pretty good. Four and a half?
I think that's a 5er. I think that's a 5er.
I'll give it 5 now. Now I got a little better view of it. Alright, point it towards me. You don't need to see it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're both wrong. I assume that got that. That's 6'1".
6'1".
6'1". If that didn't pick up, I don't know. Let's get you another. So, if we were tournament fishing today, Alex has put 15 pounds in the boat. 16 pounds in the boat, roughly. 2 fish.
2 fish. 16.
So, now that you're no longer Oklahoma's worst angler, what's the first thing you're going to do when we get back?
I'm going pro, bro!
I'm going pro!
I'm going pro, bro!
Oh my gosh, a 6. Hey, let's get that on camera. Just yeah, there we go.
Go pro, bro! No, definitely not. But it was it was an awesome, awesome day. I felt bad for John, but it was one of those things that we couldn't miss the opportunity. So I was able to fire in there, pull out a 6-pounder. That was my second biggest bass that day. So awesome day out with John. Awesome, awesome blow up. 6-pounder on that frog. Let's roll into number 4. This is where I had a bit of a debacle as far as gauging what was the biggest fish from number 4 to number 3. Even watching back on video, it's still hard to tell. But number 4, what happened this day, me and John had actually crossed lines. So what you're going to see is I feel like I've got a fish on and I'm reeling and I stop. I stop for a little bit because then I see John's spinnerbait on my line and then all hell breaks loose. I start yelling, "Get the net." I'm a little animated on this one. Hope you guys enjoy this.
Holy crap. Oh. Oh. Dude, get the net! Oh! Get the net, get the net, get the net! Net, 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 net! Get him! Get him!
I'm stuck on something. Calm down.
Woo!
That's a PB.
Woo!
That's a PB.
Woo!
That's a PB. Holy!
Oh!
What? Are you kidding me?
Ah! Oh, but okay.
Bro.
Zeros. 7-7! Woo!
Yes, sir.
Now, one reason why I was so animated on this fish is I had beat the PB of 5 pounds 4 ounces earlier, a couple months earlier. I think I beat it by a few ounces. I still hadn't broken that 6-pound mark. And on this one, broke it with a 7-pounder. And well, as you guys saw, I was extremely amped up, extremely animated. That's not put on for camera. That is just the pure excitement that we get from fishing and breaking records. Now let's roll into number 3. And the reason I say this one was kind of tough to gauge whether this was between number 4 and number 2, honestly. These fish were all very similar. But number 3 is a day that I went out to a strip pond and I'm throwing the Spro BBZ 50 rat. It was my first time really throwing that rat and kind of committing to it. And unfortunately, GoPro footage failed, but I was able to capture this catch, the aftermath of this catch, on the big camera. Let's roll into number 3, the ratfish.
Guys, it's getting too dark for the GoPro, and I'm gonna go home and eat some dinner. I'm gonna finish up this cast and then get out of here. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I can't. And I don't have a freaking scale. What? Nah. What do I do? Don't put that hook in my hand. No. Oh. That's got to be an 8-pounder. I mean, that's like... She wasn't going anywhere. Guys, look at that fish. I mean, right at dark. Look at this. Maybe 7. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. I'm gonna get her back. But what I did right there, I measured her on the rod just to get a length. Look at the, I can't believe that. Came back for it. My last cast, she hit. I cast back in there and she freaking destroyed it. Thank you.
So again, number 3, the ratfish. That was insane. We're still we're up in the air on what her weight was. She did measure just a hair over 23 inches. So it's hard to say, especially with how big she was, how fat she was. If she was 7 3/4, 7.5, closer to 8, is very tough to tell. But she was a hair over 23 inches. That's where I kind of put her around. Number 3, in between a verified 7.7 and in between number 2, which was verified on scale as well. Number 2, a lot of you guys have probably seen this. This is my kayak PB, the biggest I've ever caught on the kayak. Again, pretty animated, but a pretty crazy catch. Number 2, kayak PB.
Freaking grass spiders, man. Oh my gosh, that was holy freaking crap. Oh my gosh, that's a big freaking fish. Holy balls, holy fuck, that won't fit in my fucking net. That won't fit in my fucking net. He won't fit in my net. He won't fit in my net. Holy sh! Dude, I can't. Oh my gosh. On a freaking popper.
That's funny. Saw that. I was like, that's a big one. You got my scale.
Dude, it just popped out. I mean, like, the hook's been out. That craw.
I've been catching my drop shot, but
Holy shit!
so the interesting part about this one is, you know. All right, that's 0 though. That's a giant. That might be your PB, buddy.
That ain't a PP, buddy.
Don't act like you catch big fish all the time. I don't want to hear that.
That's not a new PB.
Oh my god.
But she's big.
Not even my fish. That's a
7-8?
yep, 7-8. That's a nice buzz, dude. Alright, now that OWA's done holding my fish for me, you know, I just want to go ahead and get him on camera. No,
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
congrats, dude. Big one.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
About time you catching fish while you're with me.
You got a board on you?
Yeah, no.
No, I almost brought mine.
Mine's in my truck. 7 pounds 8 ounce. It's probably about 23.5 inches, roughly.
This net is worthless. Sweetheart, I've spent enough time with you.
Hey, dude, I caught like a 1 pound bluegill.
You did?
That's like the equivalent of a 7 pound man.
That's a big bluegill. You ready to go? You ready to go? Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
So I was extremely lucky to have Sean out there that day with that scale. Long story short, I'd lost my scale in the lake a couple months back. Didn't have a scale on me, but he was there. We didn't measure, but we did weigh her. She was my biggest from the kayak, and 7.5 pounds. It was awesome, especially on this day. A lot of boat traffic had come through, and I was able to, fish after a lot of these boats had gone through there. And this was just kind of a spur of the moment kind of cast. At the beginning, where I kind of turned around and grabbed that rod, I was just cruising along, wasn't doing anything, just cruising. And then I saw a stand of trees and decided to flip that popper in there and got it freaking done. But pretty pumped up, pretty amped up. Now for number one. A lot of you guys have seen this one. I know for a fact a lot of you guys have seen this, but I know we've also got a lot of new people on the channel now. New people on the channel. 4K. We hit 4,000 subs this year. Just the other day. I'm freaking pumped about it. Thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you for watching, for subscribing, for supporting the channel. But enough talk about that. Let's get into number one. The freaking monster. My trophy bass. My personal best. Let's do it. I love reliving this one.
I had to put it somewhere safe and easily accessible.
So that little ripple that you're about to see coming up here, that is when she just bloop, gulps it down, and then you hear my line rip. Big props to John for burning that frog in and dropping that rod like he did as fast as he did.
Oh! Oh my gosh.
Easy.
Holy
Relax.
freaking.
Nope.
Hang on.
Come back.
Dude.
I know. I got it.
Oh! No way! No way! No freaking way! No! Way! No way!
Please drink.
That's not.
Oh, well, I am.
No! No! Of course, I didn't get the hook set. Of course.
I got it.
More. I promise you. That's a PB. I promise you that's a freaking...
Don't take her out of the net till I have the net over the boat.
That's a PB. I got 2 hands on her. That's a PB. I promise you that. Dude, I freaking promise you. Look at that freaking frog.
Give me your phone.
Let me just... God. That is the biggest fish I've ever caught. Bug-eyed Betty.
Hang on. Let her get some water.
Okay, zeroed.
Okay, you ready? Tell me.
9/11.
Fuck.
9/11.
Oh my goodness.
9/11. Look at the belly. How long is she?
Oh my god. Oh, I'm about in tears for you, dude. We've had her out of the water quite a bit here.
No, she's fine.
24. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, 24, right on the nose. Damn proud of you, dude. So damn proud of you.
I don't even know what to say right now. I'll come back in a second. We're gonna get her out of the live well and take a couple of pictures and send her right back to that flat. Right back to that grass flat where I caught her at. So that's it, yeah. That's what I got right now. There's fish going nuts everywhere.
Nine pounds, 11 ounces. And you know, the kicker is that if we would have weighed her immediately out of the water, she probably would have pushed closer to 10. Because I found out that that scale in particular, this was back in, I don't remember when this was exactly, June maybe, something like that. Still when the summer frog bite was on. And found out that that scale that I had at the time, I've since lost this scale. That scale was about 4 ounces shy, 4 ounces low. So technically she probably would have weighed 913, 914 had I had a proper scale. But if we would have weighed her immediately, she probably would have pushed 10. She probably would have been an official double digit. I still think she is. I think she was. I believe it in my heart that she was. But again, I go off what the scale says. 9 pound, 11 ounce bass. She had pooped so much shad all over the deck of the boat, in the live well. She dropped a good amount of weight as soon as we got her out of the water. But that is my biggest bass. In 2020, these were my top 5 most memorable biggest bass of the year. And what a way to close it out. I mean, I was hoping that I could get at least one more this year before we closed out. That's why I waited so long to do this video. But it didn't happen. Still caught some freaking solid fish all year. I mean, I broke that previous PB of 5 pounds, 4 ounces multiple times this year. And the growth is just insane. I've learned so much. I think I like to think of myself as maturing as a fisherman over 2020 and learning a lot. And rolling into 2021, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to continue this learning curve, continuing to grow. Guys, thank you again. I really, truly mean it. 4,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time we're on the water.